My name is Eleanor. I am a teacher, and I work at a school. I truly love my job. Every day, I meet many students who are bright, curious, and full of energy. Teaching them gives me purpose and joy, and I always felt proud of what I did. Last year, I met John. He was also a teacher at the same school, and he taught math. From the very beginning, he seemed friendly and funny. Talking to him felt easy and natural. We laughed a lot, shared stories, and slowly started spending more time together. At first, I did not know that John was married. He never mentioned his wife, not even once. Because of that, I believed he liked me. I thought there was something special growing between us. Everything felt simple and warm, until one day, everything changed. One afternoon, I received a phone call from an unknown number. When I answered, I heard a woman's voice on the other side of the line. "Hello, is this Eleanor?" she asked. "Yes, it is me," I replied, though my voice trembled slightly. I felt nervous without knowing why. The woman paused for a moment and then said, "And my name is Olivia. I am John's wife. We have been married for 5 years." Her words hit me like a sudden storm. I was completely shocked. For a few seconds, I could not even find my voice. My mind felt empty, and my heart began to pound hard. I could not believe what I had just heard. Olivia continued speaking softly, but her voice carried pain. "I do not want to lose John. I love him. I want to keep my family." As I listened to her, my heart felt heavy, as if something was pressing down on it. I finally managed to speak. "Why are you calling me?" I asked quietly. Olivia replied, "I saw you and John together. I wanted you to know the truth." Her words made me feel even worse. I felt sad and confused. I had never known that John was married. "He did not tell me," I said honestly. Then Olivia said, "I have pictures I want to show you." A moment later, she sent them to me. When I opened the pictures, I saw John and Olivia together. They looked happy, close, and comfortable with each other. Tears filled my eyes as I stared at the screen. I could not believe what was happening. Memories of my time with John flashed through my mind. Our laughter, our long conversations, the moments I thought were special. Suddenly, everything felt different. I felt guilty, even though I had never known the truth. I did not want to hurt Olivia. I kept asking myself, why did John not tell me? My heart was filled with confusion and sadness. I did not know what to feel or what to think. Olivia's voice came again through the phone. "Please do not hurt my family," as she said. "I need your help." Her words felt heavy, as if they carried the weight of her entire life. I understood her pain. After a moment of silence, I replied, "I understand." I truly wanted to help her. I did not want to be the reason for their problems. So I told Olivia, I will stop seeing John. In that moment, I decided to end my relationship with him. I believed it was the right thing to do. I cared about John, but I also cared about Olivia. I did not want to destroy their family. The next day, I saw John at school. He smiled when he saw me. "Hi, Eleanor," he said warmly. My heart raced. I felt my emotions rising, but I tried to stay calm. "Can we talk?" I asked. He nodded, and we walked to a quiet place where no one could hear us. I took a deep breath. "John, I need to talk to you about Olivia," I said. His expression changed instantly. "What do you mean?" he asked, his voice tense. "Olivia called me," I said softly. "She told me everything." John looked surprised. "Oh no," he said quietly. "I should have told you." I felt both angry and sad. "Why didn't you?" I asked. "I was scared," he replied. "I didn't want to lose you." His words hurt me deeply. "But you have a wife," I said. "This is not fair." "I know," he admitted. "I made a mistake." I shook my head slowly. "It is too late now. I cannot be with you." John looked upset. "Please don't leave me," he said. "I need you." Tears filled my eyes, but I tried to stay strong. "But you have Olivia," I reminded him. "I love you," he said desperately. "I want to be with you." My heart ached. I felt torn inside, but I knew what was right. "You need to choose," I told him. "You can't have both of us." John became quiet. I could see his confusion and pain, and it made me sad. I cared for him, but I did not want to hurt Olivia. "Please, Eleanor," he said softly. "I need time to think." I nodded. "Take your time," I said. "But I will not wait for you." Then I turned and walked away. As I left, I felt broken inside. My chest felt heavy, and my thoughts were filled with sadness. I kept thinking about Olivia. She was a good woman. I did not want to hurt her. Days passed, and I tried to move forward. I focused on my job, spent time with my friends, and tried to forget John. But it was not easy. One evening, I was at home, sitting alone. I felt sad and lonely. My mind returned to the moments I had shared with John. I missed him, but at the same time, I felt stronger than before. I remembered Olivia's words, I love him. I want to keep my family. I understood her feelings more deeply now. I knew what she was fighting for. And I realized something clearly. I did not want to break their family. I decided to talk to my friend Maria. She had always given me good advice, and I trusted her more than anyone else. That day, my heart felt heavy, and I knew I could not carry everything alone anymore. I called her and said softly, Can we meet? She agreed immediately. We met at a small cafe where we had spent many afternoons together before. The familiar place made me feel a little safer. As soon as we sat down, I told her everything. I told her how I liked John, how I had never known he was married, and how Olivia had called me. I told her how sad Olivia sounded and how confused and hurt I felt. Maria listened carefully without interrupting me. When I finished, she looked at me with kindness and said, You did the right thing, Elena. You cannot be with someone who is married. I know, I replied quietly, but it still hurts. Maria nodded gently. It is okay to feel sad. Your feelings are real. But you also need to take care of yourself. Her words touched my heart. Talking to her made me feel lighter, as if a small weight had been lifted from my chest. In that moment, I realized something important. I was stronger than I thought. I knew I would move on, even if it was difficult. I needed to think about my own happiness. After a week, I decided to meet Olivia again. I felt that I should support her, not only because of what had happened, but because I understood her pain. I called her and asked, Can we meet? We met at a quiet park. As I walked toward her, I felt nervous. Olivia arrived looking worried, her face tired and full of thoughts. Thank you for meeting me, as she said softly. I smiled gently. I wanted to see how you are, I replied. I'm sorry for everything. Olivia nodded slowly. It is hard for me, she admitted. We sat together and talked about John and their marriage. Olivia shared her feelings honestly. "I love him," she said, her voice trembling slightly. "But I am scared he will leave me." I felt her pain deeply. "You are a strong woman," I said. "You can talk to him. Be honest with him." Olivia nodded. "You are right. I need to speak to him." "I will support you," I told her. "I don't want to be a problem in your life." Olivia looked at me with gratitude. "Thank you, Eleanor," as she said sincerely. We talked for a long time. Slowly, I realized that we understood each other. We were both strong women. We both loved John, but in different ways. And we were both trying to do what we believed was right. Not long after that, I made an important decision. I decided to go to another city. I thought that a change would help me heal. I wanted to start fresh, far away from memories that hurt too much. When I told my friends about my decision, they supported me. "You need to do what is best for you," Maria said warmly. "You will be okay." I felt grateful for my friends. Their support gave me courage. On my last day at school, I said goodbye to my students. They looked sad. "We will miss you, Eleanor," they said. Hearing their words made my heart ache, but it also made me happy. I felt proud of the time I had spent teaching them. Leaving my job filled me with mixed feelings. I was excited about the future, but also sad to leave everything behind. Still, I knew it was time for a new adventure. As I packed my things, my thoughts returned to John. I hoped he would find happiness with Olivia. I hoped they would talk honestly and work things out. Deep inside, I wished them peace. When I arrived in the new city, I felt nervous but excited at the same time. Everything was unfamiliar, yet full of possibilities. I started looking for a new job. Teaching was still my passion, and I wanted to continue doing what I loved. Days turned into weeks. Finally, I found a new school. The teachers there were friendly, and the atmosphere felt welcoming. I felt happy to start again. Slowly, I made new friends, and my life began to feel stable once more. One day, I received a message from Olivia. I talked to John, as she wrote. "We are trying to work things out." I felt relieved as I read her words. "I am happy for you," I replied. Olivia answered, "I thank you for your understanding. I appreciate it." I smiled softly. I was glad that I could help, even in a small way. As time passed, I focused on my new life. I made new friends, enjoyed my job, and began to feel lighter inside. Slowly, I started to heal from my past. Sometimes, I still thought about John and Olivia. I hoped they were happy together. I understood now that love could be complicated, but I still believed in love. One evening, I went for a walk in the park. The air was calm and peaceful. As I walked among the trees, I felt content. For the first time in a long while, my heart felt quiet. I realized that I was moving forward. I was no longer trapped in the past. I was ready for new experiences, ready to open my heart again someday. I knew that love would find me again. And this time, it would be honest and true. I felt hopeful for the future. In the end, I learned many things. I learned about love, honesty, and the importance of family. I learned about strength and sacrifice. Most of all, I learned about myself. I felt proud of the choices I had made. I knew I had done the right thing, even when it was painful. I was ready to embrace life fully. I looked forward to new adventures and new love, with a heart that had been broken but had grown stronger. If you enjoy the story, please like, subscribe, and share.